is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. And thank you for joining me today for another week of Vital Fitness. I hope you're all doing well, taking care. And let me just plug in my computer so I don't run out of battery there. Okay. So, let's get seated in our chairs. Make sure it's a chair that has no wheels underneath. We want a chair that's nice and stable to sit on. Have some comfortable clothing that you can move around in. And let's just relax, get seated, take a few deep breaths in and out. So we are going to inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth, inhale through our nose, and exhale through our mouth. One more time, inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Okay, to start off, we're going to warm up all the way down from our feet up to our head. So let's start with our ankles here. And what we're going to do is let's go ahead and just raise one foot up. It doesn't matter which one, but just raise one foot up. Doesn't have to be that high off the ground. But we are going to do some ankle circles. So imagine you are drawing a circle with your foot going one direction as you do this. Really, it's only this part of your body that's moving around. Again, this is an all abilities exercise class, so do what you can, make adjustments if you need to. And let's switch directions, circle the other way around. And of course, always listen to your body and understand your limits and don't push them too far, especially as we're warming up. Want to make sure they're just nice and a little bit warmer. Okay, raise your other leg and same thing, draw a circle with the toes. If you ever feel the need to take a break, feel free to. We save these videos every week, so you can come back to it whenever you'd like, and you can view other videos as well that we've had doing this for over a year now, so quite a lot of videos. Switch directions. Okay, and for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our ankles are a little bit warmer now. Let's go ahead this time, move on a little bit higher up with our legs. We are going to extend one leg in front of us, so facing the side just so you can see, I'm extending one leg up, putting it down, extending the other leg up and putting it down. Now if you can't raise your legs as high up, that's okay. Raise them to a certain height, to whatever height and range of motion feels good for you, to challenge you as well. And of course, because we're warming up, we don't have to challenge ourselves too hard right away. So again, listen to your body each time. Try not to hold your breath. And make sure that if you ever need to take a break, have some water nearby you too. You need a water break. Okay. So let's just do it for 3 more times on each side here. So 3 and 2 and 1. Last one. Okay, and rest. Take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale, and out, exhale. So make sure you're still seated, back is straight the whole time. Your posture should be upright. Try not to hunch over. We are going to do some seated marching. So raising one knee off the ground, but 1 foot off the ground and then the other. Raising your knees at the same time as you do this. Again, It's an all abilities exercise class, so if you can only raise it up to a certain height, that's okay. We all are at different starting points here, and the important part is that we are moving, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to move a little bit to the side just so you can see a bit of what this looks like from another angle. But again, it's just my legs moving. My posture is straight, though. I'm not hunching over like this. I'm keeping that posture straight, keeping that back straight. And also, I forgot to mention, as you do this, I know that some of us might feel the need to really raise our foot so high up, and so you might find yourself leaning side to side as you do this. Try and keep yourself just straight, not leaning side to side. And it's not as easy to get your knees so high up if you do this, but that's what we're working on. We're working on our legs, not quite our hips, I guess. We use our hips when we do this, so we're not doing that. So let's just do it for 10 more seconds here. And take deep breaths in and out. And do it for 3, 2, and 1. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Moving on to our core, our upper body, we are going to turn our torso to face one side, face straight ahead, and then face the other side. So we are turning side to side as we do this, taking deep breaths in and out. I usually inhale when I look to the side, exhale, inhale, exhale. As you do this, you might notice that you can turn a little bit more. So if you'd like to look all the way back behind you, feel free and do that. It's important that when we do these stretches, we are breathing in and out as we do the stretch. That helps relax our muscles a bit and be able to do these exercises well and not strain anything. And so let's do 2 more on each side here. So starting with this one, I'm going to do 1, and we're going to do a second one. Okay. Do a lot of twisting with our back, our torso. Okay, let's take another deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay, let's warm up our shoulders this time. So we're coming up here. We are going to do some shoulder rolls. So I'm going to face a little bit to the side, but draw a circle with your shoulders. Imagine they're pulling all the way up, kind of trying to reach your ears, and then pulling all the way down as you do this motion. The slower you go to try and complete this movement, sometimes you start to realize just how much you can stretch it out. Feels good, I know, for my upper back, a little bit of my chest as well. Feel it all throughout my shoulder. Okay, let's go the other direction now this time. Remember to keep on breathing. This one's a good one if you feel any tension here. I know I get pretty stiff sometimes when I'm in front of my computer working or just sitting down watching TV or something. It's a nice one to add on. throughout your day as well. I know that's what I try to do so that I'm not too stiff. So, helps me out. Okay. Take another deep breath in and out. Okay, moving on to our arms this time. We're going to stretch one arm off to the side. Feel like there's something extending, excuse me. Feel like there's something extending past your fingers here, and then it's coming across our body. So we're really trying to extend all the way to the side, and then have it come across our body. Again, extending to the side and coming across our body. When we do this part right here, try not to turn your torso, even though that means we can probably stretch a little bit farther. Try not to do that. We want to keep ourselves facing forward the whole entire time as we do this. And I know I feel more of a stretch with my shoulders and my arms, kind of my biceps, triceps. Those muscle groups in my arm. Really try and extend past those fingertips, taking deep breaths in and out. Okay, and let's do this for 2 more times on each side. We are going to start off with this next one. So here is 1. And second one, 2. And relax those arms. Okay, moving down to our hands and our wrists. I'm going to come a little bit closer here for you to see. So extend those fingertips out wide as though you're trying to really expand, stretch out those fingers, and then curl them into a gentle fist. So again, stretch out wide and then curl into a fist. And really, you don't have to have your hands this high up. If I did them over here, it's the same thing, but it's a little bit more obvious at least to show the camera this way. But again, you can just have it right here. Same thing. Okay. Okay, for this next one, we're going to leave our fingers outstretched, and then we're going to have our palms face the floor, and then face the ceiling. So floor, and then ceiling. Just turning our palms up and face down. You can leave your fingers outstretched, or you can relax them if they're starting to get tired. Want to make sure that we always check in with our body. We're not pushing it too far. And hopefully we're not just moving it around, kind of not really thinking about it either. Want to make sure it's nice, intentional movement that our body can handle and also be challenged by. Okay. So this time, let's go ahead and touch each finger with our thumb. Again, you could just do that right here if you'd like, but I want you to be able to see my fingers, so I'm going to show it to the camera right here. You can change up the order in which you do this, so this one's a good brain exercise as well, telling your brain to touch a certain finger to your thumb. I know it's a good one for me. Still get messed up every now and then. And relax. If it's too much to shake your hands like this, feel free to kind of do small waves. If you'd like to just a little loosen up and stretch out your wrists. Okay. Okay, this time we worked on from our feet, our legs, our core, our hands, our shoulders. Now let's uh, move on to our head and our neck, warming those areas up as well. We are going to look up above us, look straight ahead, and down to the floor. And repeat that a few times here. Let's do it for 5 times. So this one's 5. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, and feel free to have music here too. I don't put on any music just so everyone can hear me. But if you have other devices at home, go ahead and do that. Let's look side to side this time. So look inside and then other side. Just our head and our neck moving. So our upper body is not following along like what we were doing earlier. We're not doing that. We're just moving our neck side to side. Let's do 4 more here. Taking deep breaths in and out as you do this movement. I think I lost count. I believe we do 1 more here. Okay. Look straight ahead again. This time, let's rest our arms at our sides. We're going to do a few more neck stretches here. We're going to look all the way up, and then let's tilt our head to one side. So, again, I'll repeat that. I am looking all the way up, and then I'm going to lean my head on one side, and when I feel a stretch right here, let me come a little bit closer to the camera. If I feel a stretch right here, that's the stretch that I want to feel. Make sure you're breathing into that and relax. Again, we're going to look up and then we're going to lean to one side until we feel a stretch right here. I know I feel better when I do this while breathing, so let's try that again. Look all the way up, and then lean your head to one side until you feel a stretch, and take deep breaths in and out. Relax. Again, look all the way up, and lean your head to one side. If you feel a stretch right here, that's all you need to go. Don't want to push too far. Just push it enough to feel a stretch. So that felt pretty good for me. I hope you're all feeling good as well with those small neck stretches. Again, that one's a good one to add in any part of your day. If you feel your neck starting to kind of feel stiff, it's a good one to add. Okay, so we are going to come back down now to our arms again here. Let's, this time, have our arms at our sides, and I'll face the front here, but I'm going to raise my hands up just about at shoulder level, so facing the side, have my arms down, and then raising them up. If this feels pretty easy for you, feel free to go higher up. So feel free to go higher up, go all the way up if you would like. Feel that in your shoulders as well when you do this. But I'm going to stick over here and do a couple repetitions at this height before I go a little bit higher up. And if you can't go this high and you can only go up to here, that's okay too. Again, it's an all abilities exercise class, so work to your own ability. Okay, if you can, push a little bit higher up, whatever height that might be for you. And remember to keep on breathing. The higher up you go, that means the more you travel, the more distance your arms are traveling. So try not to go through it too fast. Actually, this one feels a little bit harder the slower you go, because then you're not letting gravity take your arm. You're really making sure you control that movement. If you notice that your shoulders are coming really close to your ears, like you don't have quite the best posture here anymore, you're losing your neck, that might mean you're getting tired, and you're not doing a good, proper form, I guess you would say. Try to lower your hands a bit to make sure that you're still sitting up straight, keeping that neck nice and relaxed, extended, and not kind of doing this. So, yeah. Okay, let's do it for 3 more times here. So, 1, 2, and 3, and relax. Shake that off. Take deep breaths in and out. Drink some water if you haven't yet. So you want to stay hydrated as we do this. If you are starting to feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated, and that's not something that we want. It's really important to drink water and be able to continue with the movements that we're doing. Okay, so we worked on our arms. Let's go ahead and kind of travel back down to our body. We are going to do our sit to stand exercise now. So if you are familiar with this, go ahead and follow along. If you're not quite familiar, feel free to just watch for now. But for your sit to stand, you want to sit closer to the edge of your chair so that you have room underneath your legs. You're nice and free. Feet flat on the floor. Posture nice and upright. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. There are multiple ways to do this sit to stand. The first way to do this is, of course, let's do the first part to the sit to stand, which should feel the same for everyone. We are going to inhale as we extend our arms forward and lean forward, and then exhale as we come back to center. Let's try that again. Inhale as we extend forward, exhale to come back. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, look straight ahead, keep that posture straight. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now if you can't lean so far forward, maybe you can only go up to this height. That's okay. We all have different core strengths, kind of our abdomen area, kind of working hard when we do this. So work again to a range of motion that works for you. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. Straighten that back, roll those shoulders back. And this second part to our sit to stand, I will show a chair-assisted version of it first. And so, if you have a chair and you'd like to use that to help get you up and off the chair that you are sitting on, go ahead and have that chair right in front of you here. You know where it is, you know where to place your hands to help boost you up like this. And we can use that to help us out with this movement. So let's do our first part again because we are building up that momentum. It's a momentum-based sit to stand. So sit on the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders are back, posture is upright the whole entire time. We're not at any point in this exercise are you leaning over like this. So you want to make sure you're always keeping your back straight. And Our first part, no lifting yet. It's just simply inhaling as we extend over. Exhale. And then lift a little this time. So lift a few inches off your chair and then gently come back down. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to do it with a chair one more time and then I'm going to show what it looks like without a chair. So go ahead, inhale through your nose as you lean forward and then exhale when you return back. If you need that chair to help assist you, go ahead and inhale as you lift a little bit off your chair and then gently try to sit back down without plopping down. So that is the chair-assisted version of that part. I'm going to show it without a chair this time. And I'm going to use simply my arms to kind of get up and use that momentum of my arms getting up and then gently sitting back down. So let's put those two together. Let's try it twice as well, where we get up off our chair and then sit back down with just using our arms for momentum. So let's take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. First part, our sit to stand, no lifting yet. So we are going to inhale as we lean over and then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift a little, use those arms for momentum, and exhale, return gently back to your chair without plopping down. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale, deep breath out and exhale. Again, no lifting yet. Do our first motion of leaning forward, coming back, lifting a little, and coming back. Okay, and if you need extra support, extra momentum to help get you up off your chair, you can also use your legs to kind of counteract that movement. So, what I'm going to show here is I'm going to lean back, lift my legs off the floor here. So, again, leaning back, rocking back, lifting those legs off the floor. And then I'm going to rock forward and get myself off that chair. So, that is another way to add momentum to help you get up and off your chair. This one's also good for any everyday kind of exercise that you might be doing. It's nice to know that you can use kind of your body mechanics. I don't know if that's the right word, but to help get you up and off your chair. It's kind of that rocking back and then coming forward that helps you get off. Okay, let's take another deep breath in to prepare ourselves. Let's inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And let's just do this variation once. Again, choose whichever variation works for you, but we're going to just do it one more time here. Let's go ahead, inhale as you lean forward, no lifting. And exhale. Lift a little this time. And exhale. Okay, the last part to our sit to stand is standing all the way up. We're going to put all three together now this time. So the first part, I'm just leaning forward, no lifting, and then lifting a little bit off our chair, and then standing all the way up and setting your hands back down. So let's try that all together. Let's do it twice here, and then for the folks who'd like to continue with our standing exercises, go ahead and stay standing. For the folks who can only do seated exercises, go ahead and just keep on moving back and forth. You're still working a lot on your core here, which is really important because our core helps us do a lot of different things, helps us keep our balance, helps us kind of just stay centered too. So it works on a lot more things than you think it does. Okay, So let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Okay, first motion, no lifting yet. You're going to inhale as you lean forward and exhale. Again, remember to use whichever variation works for you. We're going to lift a little this time. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to stand all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Okay, for the folks who are standing up, go ahead, step back behind your chair, but don't sit down just quite yet. We know where the chair is, the back of our legs, they're touching the chair. And you're going to do a controlled way of sitting back down. We're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale as we gently come back down to our chair to repeat the whole thing again. Okay, I'm going to show another variation of this, or I'm going to simply just use my legs for that rock back and forth. Again, if you can't extend so far past, that's okay. Do it at a comfortable level. This is an all abilities exercise. Again, I want to remind people that you should do what you can, know what your limits are, and feel free to adapt the movement. Okay, so make sure you're seated towards the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. The first part to this, we are going to inhale, lean forward, and then exhale, come back to center. Let's go ahead and lift a little this time. Inhale as we lean forward. Exhale as we come back to our chair. And then our final one where we stand all the way up and set our hands down. Set our hands down. Okay, for folks who want to stay standing up and do our standing exercises, go ahead and stand behind your chair here. Take a drink of water if you haven't yet. Want to stay hydrated throughout. Okay. And since we are back on our feet again, let's warm up our ankles once more. You want to make sure they're nice and warm. To do that, we are going to raise one foot off of the ground. I'm going to come a little bit closer here so you can see my foot. 1 foot off of the ground. Or not 1 foot. 1 heel off of the ground. Toes are still in contact with the ground. And we're drawing a circle with that heel. So from the front, it looks like this. Kind of an odd motion. If it's something we're not used to, then it might definitely feel weird to do, but you get used to it. It's a good stretch for your ankle. Switch directions if you haven't yet. I know I also feel it in my toes a bit. Them kind of rotating around like this. It's a nice wake me up for my toes as well. Go ahead and hold on to that chair if you need that support. This one's also a good balance exercise. Switch. Other foot this time. We are going to raise one heel off of the ground and then start drawing a circle with that heel. Draw as big of a circle as you can. And take deep breaths in and out as you do this movement. Switch directions if you haven't yet. And if you hear any noises coming from your ankles or maybe your toes, and as long as it's not painful, then you're fine. It's sometimes like that. I know I hear noises too with my own ankles. Okay, and shake those legs out. Take deep breaths in and out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. and exhale to your mouth. Okay, this time, stand behind your chair if you need that support. You can also have your hands on your hips, up to you. But what we're going to do is we are going to go up on our toes and then gently come back down to the floor. And when you do this, the slower you go, the more difficult it actually is. So go up on your toes and gently lower yourselves to the ground. Go up on your toes and to the ground. So this one is a good balance exercise to do. Again, this is one of those movements where you might think, oh, I should just go faster and faster and faster. But this one is actually, it's quite tiring to do the slower you go. I know my muscles feel even more tired if I really force myself to slow down. This is one of those exercises. I know that we do exercises like these where the slower you go, the more difficult it is. In our Tai Chi Chuan, Moving for Better Balance class, it is a fall prevention-based Tai Chi class. And actually, we have that starting back up again in September. At the end of September, we have our Juniper Tai Chi Chuan class happening. And of course, also, if you just want to try out a little bit of Tai Chi, we have some Tai Chi practice happening as well. Happening right now, actually. Our first class started yesterday, on Monday. So if you would like to know more about that, feel free to message us or comment down below, whatever works best for you, or you can email vitalliving@esns.org. Okay, and I think I've been talking too much, so let's do our very last one here. I'm getting really tired. And we're setting our feet back down, and we're going to relax those calves a bit. We were working them hard as we did that movement. So let's relax that a bit here. Drink some water if you need to. And set them both again down on the ground. Okay, let's work on our thighs here. So what we're going to do is for a bit of less strenuous of a movement, we're just going to move side and then other side. So this is me with a chair-assisted version of this. If you would like the chair away from you, you can have that as well. Whatever works for you. And we're just doing a less strenuous movement than the last, just to kind of recover. But keep on moving, keep on working on that endurance that we have. Again, for this one, feel free to vary the kind of the steps that you take to the side, or if you like to keep it small, go ahead and do that. And keep on going. For those who are seated down, same thing, stepping side to side. For the variation, to make it a little bit more challenging, this is for folks who are sitting down. You can raise your knee up as you open up to the side and then come back to center. Raise that knee, come back to center. Imagine you're stepping over something on the side here. And you can go ahead and do that. If you can, try and make sure that you're facing the front the whole entire time. Try not to turn your torso like this. Even though it allows you to open up more with your hips, try not to do it if you can. It's nice to be able to stretch out those hips and see how far they can go by just facing the front here. Okay, keep on going if you are sitting down. For the folks who are standing up, again, you can have that chair right in front of you if you need it. But we are going to step to the side and do a small bend, a mini squat. Feet together, other side, mini squat. Feet together, other side. So, a mini squat, what this looks like from the side. Your legs are open, so my legs are here. Legs are nice and wide, and then I'm imagining as though I'm sitting down. Now I'm going pretty low here. I'm almost to that full-on squat. You feel free to do that if you'd like to do that. But imagine you're sitting down and then standing again. So go ahead and do that just for a couple more times here. If you ever feel the need that you need to take a break, maybe you should bring it back down to sitting, go ahead and do that. Again, it's an all abilities exercise class, so you want to challenge yourself, but you also don't want to tire yourself out too much either, since we are still going to keep on going here with all of these movements. Okay, so let's do 2 more on each side here. Make sure you're relaxing the rest of your body as you do this. It's just your legs moving. And last one on each side. And relax. Take another deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. And out. Okay. We are going to work on our balance now. So if you need that chair in front of you to help assist you with your movement, go ahead and have that right in front of you. I will kind of move it to the side. If you don't need a chair in front of you, you can have your hands on your hips or just at your sides. But what we're going to do is you're going to slightly bend your knees first. Make sure they're nice and soft. They're not locked in place like this, but nice and soft. And then we are going to do some hip circles. So go ahead and draw a circle with your hips, stretching it out, and taking deep breaths in and out. Again, this is one of those movements where the slower you go, the bigger of a stretch you feel from the movements. And so try and go as slow as possible. Switch directions if you haven't yet. And for this one, for the folks who are standing up, I want to challenge you to try and keep your upper body in place. So you're not using your upper body to draw that big circle. This is not happening, but you are keeping it in place, isolating simply your hips throughout the whole time here today. Taking deep breaths in and out. And if you're sitting down, keep going. If you're standing up, switch directions if you need to. You are going, well, there's no way but to move your upper body because you're doing a slightly different exercise here. You're feeling that weight shift to different parts of your glutes, your butt muscles, your leg, and that's okay. Keep on doing that. But for those who are standing up, try not to move your upper body as you do this exercise. So keep going. And let's do one last shift in direction. Taking deep breaths in and out. Feeling that weight shift to different parts of your feet if you're standing up. Or if you're sitting down, feeling that in different parts of your leg and your glutes. And relax. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Again. And one more deep breath in and out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And let's put our chair right here. We're gonna sit in a controlled way coming back down. So you know where the chair is, you know where you're going to sit down. Feel that right behind your legs here. And you are going to take a deep breath in and inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Okay. So, to work back with our upper body, we're going to take a break from our legs. They've been doing a lot of work. Let's go ahead with our upper body here. We are going to have both hands right in front of us at chest level. So if you look to the side, or if I look to the side, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. But imagine you are rowing a boat, pulling your back behind you, and then sending your hands forward again. So rowing a boat, pinching those shoulder blades when you're at this, oh dear, my words are leaving me. When you're doing this motion and you're at this point right here, pinch your shoulder blades right there, and then relax. Have your hands right in front of you again. Taking deep breaths in and out as you do this. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Taking deep breaths in and out helps us continue through with the movements, helps us stretch a little bit farther than we expect ourselves to sometimes. And it just gets us the oxygen that we need into our lungs, into our brains, to be able to continue moving like this. Let's do one more here. And relax. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay, let's extend our arms this time. Where, if you can, and again, this is an all abilities exercise, so if you can't, that's okay, take a break. But if you can, raise one arm up above you. I'm going to come a little bit closer here. Raise one arm up above you. Raise the other arm and grab on to your wrist. And then you're going to extend slightly to one side, bending over a little bit, kind of pulling that wrist if we can, and then relaxing. Other arm will now hold on to the wrist, and repeat on the other side. So just bending slightly, feeling that stretch. I know I feel stretch kind of right here. And come back. If that is too much, of course, you can set your arms down, and it's still a good stretch, if anything, to kind of place your hands right here, your fingertips, I mean, and then go ahead and meet those elbows right in front of you. It's not quite the same stretch, but I'm still kind of stretching some of the same muscles here. But you can try and meet your elbows together, hold it for 3, 2, 1, release. I'll face the front here so that you can see what I'm doing. Or face the front, face the side here. The fingertips on your shoulders, and then your elbows meet in front for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's try that again. Don't forget to breathe. Fingertips and elbows reach, and relax. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. Let's practice some belly breathing now. We've been doing a lot, so we are going to kind of take a nice cool down over here, and we're going to start with practicing our breathing. Let's place our hands on our stomach. Our posture is still upright. You can lean kind of back in your chair if you would like. But go ahead and inhale through your nose, letting all that oxygen fill you in all the way to your belly as though you're expanding it out, being filled by a balloon. So go ahead and try that. Inhale through your nose. Extend that belly far out as though it's being inflated like a balloon. And then exhale it all out. Feel your belly return back to normal. To start again, go ahead and inhale through your nose. And then exhale it all out. Inhale through your nose, filling up that belly and inflating it. And exhale it all out, deflating that belly. And that type of breathing, it's a good type of breathing to really slow down and relax. And we'll continue with all these breathing techniques. We are going to stretch out our legs this time. So sitting down, I'm going to face a little bit to the side here. I'll go ahead and extend one leg in front of the other. Let me face the side here a little bit more. Extend one leg in front of the other. Make sure that leg, it's not locked in place, but your knees are still soft. And then we are going to lean a little bit forward. So if you notice my feet here, my feet, they're not flat on the floor, but they're actually up and flexing. So flexing simply means I'm engaging kind of these back muscles right here. That's what flexing looks like on with your calf and your foot. So go ahead and lean forward. If you feel a stretch right underneath your leg, then that's the stretch you want to feel. Other side now this time. Extend that leg out in front of you. Make sure it's not locked in place. Keep that foot flexed, so not flat, but flexed and up. Toes pointing to the ceiling if you can. And lean forward enough to feel a stretch right underneath your calf, maybe all the way up to your thigh. And relax. We'll try that again in a few moments here. Take a deep breath in and out. Flex that foot. Make sure that knee is not locked in place. It's nice and soft. And lean forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And relax. Okay. So the leg is a little bit stretched out and nice. Let's go ahead and stretch out our arms this time. We're going to extend our hands out to the sides. Feel that stretch all the way to the sides. Open up that chest. And what I mean by opening up that chest is hands are to the side right here, but I'm going to push them a little bit far back, letting that chest open up, kind of leading with your chest, and taking a deep breath in and out. Keep on stretching here. Let's add a gentle turn to the left, and then to the right. Again to the left, and to the right. And wrap those arms around you. Okay, we're going to hug and squeeze here. So go ahead and give yourselves a big bear hug. We're going to take a deep breath in and squeeze. And then we're going to exhale and release it all out. Try that again. Inhale and squeeze. And exhale. So this bottom arm is now going to go on top right here and do the same exact thing. Inhale, squeeze, and release. Inhale, squeeze, and release. And relax those arms to your sides. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. And deep breath out, exhale. Okay, so our arms are getting a bit of a stretch here. Let's go ahead and come back to our head and our neck area this time. So pull those shoulders down, relax your hands at your sides, and we are going to lean to one side. Imagine as though your ear is trying to reach your shoulder, but it's not doing this right here. You're keeping those shoulders down, so pulling both shoulders down. Feel a stretch right here with your neck. That's all you need to feel. No need to push farther than that. Let's inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lean to the other side now this time. Again, remember to pull those shoulders down, but imagine as though your ear is trying to reach over to your shoulder. Take a deep breath in and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Switch sides again. Same thing. You might notice you can stretch a little bit farther, especially when you're breathing in and out. And that's often what happens when we repeat these movements and these stretches. Continue breathing all throughout this movement. Inhaling and exhaling. Oh, I switched to the other side. Forgot to mention. And last one now. So again, switch to the side. Let's take 2 deep breaths in and out here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Switch sides, last one. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And relax. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. If you want to know more about the Vital Living Program, we have caregiver services, other health and wellness classes like this one, and also our Tai Chi Chuan, Moving for Better Balance class as well. And all these other different things, feel free to comment down below or message us. We can send you a newsletter. We send monthly newsletters each month, so good way to stay updated with us. And I hope that you're all taking care, staying safe, and have a good day. Bye-bye.